closing up the week before we get to week 7. Let's back forward to the Eagles and Giants, the first game of the last week. Is it time to worry about the Eagles? I say yes for this simple fact. Now, am I worried about the Eagles? No. Is it time to worry about them? Yes. Now, I know you wondering, like, that doesn't make no sense, Drew. Me personally, I know the Eagles gonna be fine. But I would say though, you gotta pay attention to them. You should worry in the sense of what's really going on. Cause me personally, I feel like I got my guy, shout out to my guy JB, big Philly fan. I was talking to him about this. I feel like the Eagles was fine. How they was doing, they was winning games to start off. I feel like they was fine. You know what I'm saying? Until Brown got to complaining. So when Brown gets to complaining, it's like, damn, we winning. Brown's complaining. Brown's not happy. I just try to incorporate Brown. And now other teams see that. Other teams then see this dysfunctional, which then gives hopes to the other teams, which also makes the other team game plan and be like, man, you know what? They're going to try to get Brown involved. Okay, versus before, you didn't know how they was going to attack you. Okay, we know we was going to hit you with a physical running game, and then we knew we were going to splash A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith in there every now and then. But now it's like, we know with Brown complaining, they're going to try to get Brown involved. Which then we know how to game plan. Which then we know we're not going to get much Barkley because what we haven't seen, much Barkley. Because they've been trying to get Brown so heavily involved. I feel like the Eagles' whole offensive scheme plan that they had, everybody get on that Eagles offensive coordinator, I feel like he was drawing up a good enough scheme because at the end of the day, like, y'all's going to have to beat us because we got too much talent. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like Brown complaining. Okay, so now everybody know Brown need the ball. Brown going to get the ball. And now the Eagles is kind of dysfunctional now because now they not doing what they was doing as best. What they was doing best last year and what they was dominating these teams because they was so physical. You know what I'm saying? You got to think, old linemen love running. They love going out there to be able to hit somebody. You know what I'm saying? But when you passing, you got to do a lot of pass protection, things like that. It takes the O-line out of a sync. It takes the O-line out of sync. And not only does it take the O-line out of sync, it then makes your running back game, your running game not as good as it's supposed to be, which it was last year. I feel like they was good. I feel like me personally, I understand Brown, because Brown wants to still be competitive. Brown gotta look for his money. Brown's still gotta make sure he can still, show the world he can play. But Brown gotta understand, man, you gotta sacrifice something. When you be on this winning organizations, like remind me of my 2010 Lakers. I've said this a couple times before. Like, that's not going to look up the par because we went back to back with my Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So, it's either you're going to sacrifice your stats or winning. You know what I'm saying? But right now, Brown don't want to care too. He already won. So now he think about stats and the money. But I think that's the problem right then and there. But you want Brown to still have that urgency. Still want Brown to have that hunger. But it's like they got to find that even balance. But yeah, worry.